Hello, it's Randy Duck, and today I've got two replays for you on the Tier 9 French medium tank, the Lorraine 40T. And honestly, I've been looking forward to getting these videos out for you, just because this is a tank you don't really see that often in the battlefield at the moment, and it's probably one of my favourite tanks. Like, I love this tank so much. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, it just fits the bill. It's just perfect. And the reason I like it, it's a 6-shot auto loader with 300 alpha per shot. So I think it's got like an 1800 clip, basically, but with like a 30+ second reload. But the beauty of this tank is it goes at 60 kilometers an hour, but the acceleration of the tank is unreal. Like, if you look at this go now, look how quickly I get to the top speed. Like, I actually just fly across the map. It's like being in a light tank. You're in a big tank like this, and you've just got so much mobility. So if you combine that mobility and that acceleration with this clip, it's ideal. It's perfect, because what you can do, you can dump your clip, and especially on maps like this, you can then while you're reloading, you don't have to just sit there waiting for a reload. You can relocate to a different location, and you can get like halfway across the map, and then your clip's reloaded. So you can literally clip someone out at one location, drive to a completely different angle, different location, and then put more shots in them from a different angle, and it's just perfect. And if you start playing it like that, it's literally just like you pop up, you drop your clip. Or if you just get to a position and it's just like, it's just not working anymore. Like certain tanks, you get to a position, you'll just be stuck there. Whereas this, you'll get to a position, you go, it's not working anymore, I'll just drive somewhere else. So, yeah, that's the reason I like this tank so much. And it's got a couple of decent replays in it, so hopefully you can sort of see what it's capable of. So, you see up there, we went to spot the location to start, because we knew where our artillery was located, that he would be pre-aiming that angle. So I sort of spotted up to see what we could see, and thankfully I've actually ended up with 1,400 assistance. Now you can see I couldn't get shots in the sky, so I've just quickly moved to a different angle. He is ammo racked here, but I'm able to see how quickly I can get those shots off, and that's 900 damage off the, just in the blink of an eye there, because your shots, your time between the shots, the interclip is brilliant. You can get these 6 shots away so quickly. I can't get a shot because of the cover, so I'm thinking, you know what, I'll shoot one, destroy the cover, let's just get another shot in. And there we go, and that just puts us over the 1,000 mark on the damage run. So now I'm in a situation where I'm trying to think what I want to do. Where do I want to be to get my clip? Do I want to move to somewhere else and get a different angle? But where my team is, I'm knowing there's some tanks up right there. I'm just looking at the back to see what's spotted. I know there's some tanks which you've got to be like nearby, which you're not spotted, just because they've still got 12 tanks left. So I'm just trying to see if I can spot them, because I don't want to get caught out. I at least want to know where they are before I start planning where I'm going to drive off to. So I'm going to have a quick peek. I had a peek over there, couldn't see anything. So I'm going to peek over on this ridge and see if we can spot anything over here. And as we do, we actually run into a chieftain and a patriot. I've decided that I don't want to just sit there dropping my clip there, because I don't want to allow that chieftain to get too close to me, because he could rip me to shreds basically once I've ducked up the clip. So I'm just going to run. This patriot's now putting shots into me. I'm just going to fire these on the move, just to give him something to think about, so hopefully he doesn't just sit there keep trying to put shots into me. He does get 2 into me, but I've got 1 into him. We're going to basically move, get a different angle. If he's still sitting there, we're going to be able to put some hurt into this guy now. So we're going to pop up, try and use the gun pressure we have. He popped up, we got 1 in. We're going to try and get another one for the turret. A bit unfortunate that one missed, but we're going to go for a reload now. And now we've noticed that the enemy team have basically pushed into our base. So I don't want to really go too far from this location, just in case I need to get a reset. The problem I've got is I'm concerned if I poke up on this ridge here to my right, but I'm going to get shot by this chieftain. You can see that's why I keep looking up to see where he is, because I don't want to pop over here and then get shot in the rear of the tank and get set on fire. I was going to go pop up for a reset, but this chieftain's now moved into a location where I can get shots into him. So I've decided I'm going to pop up and see if we can actually put a clip into him now. We get 1 shot in, and just, you know, he's actually shooting at someone else. But then this Patriot comes up, and I know this Patriot's going to be aiming at me, so I swap my target, and I'm going to have to put the shots into this guy. Hopefully we can finish him off. Unfortunately, that one bounces. We trap him in place, but he does get shut down by our team, friendly Progetto anyway, so now he's taken care of. Now, it looks like the enemy team, which I was worried about capping out, are not going to cap, and they're going to chase us down for the rest of the damage, which is good for me, because that now means I can basically not have to worry about them capping out. And I want to take care of this chief just to get him out of there, because that's a very dangerous tank left unattended. You know, if his guns are slinging, he can take out tanks so quickly. Unfortunately, time I'm reloaded, he's got over the ridge. I'll keep, you know, tracking, make sure I can't get shot from behind while moving out. But basically, at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to go and take care of this chief to just get him out of the game. But as I move around, we see this object 257 in the open, so I'm going to use this opportunity to see if we can take out a tank here. We put him on a one shot, we bounce this one unfortunately, but that one goes straight for the lower plate. And you can see it's pretty accurate, this gun over range as well, when you're shooting the APCR. So yeah, that's another tank taken out, but it's looking, you know, it's a close game. Unfortunately, we miss our shots on the move there, but you know, we just snapped them because we thought might as well. But this is a beauty. This is the great thing about the reload now. See, I've got 30 seconds reload, but it's not a problem because I don't want to be sitting there anyway. I want to be in a different location, so I'm going to completely change my angle now of approach, and then when I get to this other side, where I want to be to try and catch them off guard, I'm going to be reloaded. So that's the beauty of it. Like, you're reloading all this time, but on these big maps you can really take advantage. You see that object, he wasn't expecting us to pop up there. He does turn and snap a shot into us anyway, but that's just 6.0. But we're going to chase him down now. We know he's a one shot, but we also know his M6 is a one shot, so we're going to hope here to see if we can take out two tanks in one clip. So we're going to wait for him to come up. We take out the M60. Now we've got to take out this object, and that should even up the scores. We are capping at the moment, and I'm kind of hoping we get out the cap, but you can never really know what's going to happen. But we see this we snapped that one, but we managed to take him out. But then also 7.5 is a one shot, so in one clip we've just taken out 3 tanks in about 30 seconds. So it's just brilliant. Now I'm really hoping that our guys get out of the cap, because now it's it's a 3 versus 3. We've got no reason to cap now, and thankfully our medium tank actually got out to the cap, to my surprise actually, because generally don't. So I actually sent him a message after this game just thanking him for getting out of the cap, just because it's really nice that he did that, because it allowed me to go on to have a really good game, which I wouldn't have done had he just stayed in the cap. But we see this Iron Rain now out in the open. We can afford to eat one shot off of him. I really want to take him out with this clip. That's why I'm staying here. I'm risking him putting these shots into me. I know I can eat one. We do eat that one there. We're going to beat his into-click reload, and we get in and we take him out. So it was worth taking out one shot, because we're on a one shot. We're just taking out another very dangerous tank, and now we've got one artillery and one other Iron Rain to concern ourselves about. But I've got light tanks in the cap, so I'm assuming the Iron Rain may be travelling to try and get the reset, but it's going to take the Iron Rain a long time because it's such a big map, and the Iron Rain is such a slow tank. But I'm thinking, well, you know what, I'm going to go with our medium just in case he is sort of sat. Maybe if he was potentially covering the Iron Rain, what was going across the open. I'm just trying to find him really. We're in the right tank for it. You can see us just shoot across the map here. We can just cover so much distance so quickly. But yeah, it's just a case of trying to find out where this guy is, so we can try and get the rest of the kill, because I'm having a good game with a really nice over. We managed to take out the Iron Rain. We've seen this artillery's full health. Our medium's got a shot into him. I'm going to go and see if I can help him out, just in case the artillery got like a lucky shotgun on him. Now I've noticed the Iron Rain's going to a light tank. Now this is going to sound a little bit mean, but secretly I'm kind of hoping he might maybe take out the light tank just so I can get the rest of the damage. It does do that. Like I say, it does sound a bit mean, but then at the end of the day, people just want to sit in the cap all day. They can play. Everyone can play the game how they want, but I'd rather try and actually get a bit more damage in the game. It's just how I play. if I feel like I need to cap to win, like there's no other option, then I will do it. But I felt like we could definitely win this game. We worked so hard to turn the tide of the battle, but I wanted to make sure I made the most out of it. Now this Iron Man, he's dumped his clip. He's never going to get out of here. We missed his shot, but there's no need to panic. He's slow. We're just going to wait. And there we go. We take him out, and that was for our top gun. And we got just shy there of 6,000 damage and 1,400 assistance, I believe. Base XP of over 2,000. It was a tier 10 game, so yeah, it was a really decent game, that one. We're actually on 100% on this now. You can see that's why it's my favourite tank. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this tag. Like I say, it's not one you see that often. I haven't seen that many replays out of it, so hopefully, you know, maybe take a look at it, see if you enjoy the tank or not. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit for the second replay. Hello, so we're back for replay number 2, and this time we're on Pilsen. So unlike the last map we had, where we had all that, you know, a lot of room to utilise the mobility of this tank and able to outflank, change positions, we don't have as much as that on this map because it's a lot smaller. But what we do have, we've got probably the better spawns, I would say, for Pilsen. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make sure I take control of the field, because from this spawn we have the advantage of taking the field. So there shouldn't really be any reason for you not to win it, unless your tank completely ignore it. So I'm going to push down there as early as I can, and I'll take an aggressive path up onto the top of this ridge, just so I can spot anything. If I do get spotted, I can easily duck down into cover. But we've seen this Type 61, so I'm going to try and get an early bit of damage off. So we bounced the first shot, unlucky. We could have stayed for more shots, but I just thought it wasn't worth it. It's too early, and you know, if I can see them, they can see me, and that would have been a short way of me losing a lot of hit points early on. And I didn't want to do that, so that's why I decided that we've just got one pen. We'll leave it as that. We'll move on. We can just see if we can spot this area to make sure there's nothing crossing across which we didn't spot. Fortunately for me, you know, we're not spotting anything. Nothing's really presenting themselves either. So we decided I'm not going to just hang around there for the fun police to shoot from above and you know, damage me. I think right there, I think that might have been the fun police shot missed me there. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're going to keep moving and we'll see if we can get to a different location. We're going to put a little shot into this Type 61, try and get a second one in to finish him off. We do. We go for a quick one in this light, and now we're going to move because we've been still for too long. And unfortunately, I think at this point, I potentially might have just killed our friendly artillery, because there we go. Fun pieces come in. I mean, he may have already been aiming for him, but it kind of felt like he was maybe trying to kill me there. And then he's taking out our fun police. So that's a bit unfortunate, but not much you can do from the Sky Munchers, really. We're going to push into the middle now and take the centre of the map. I'm trying to work out what to do. We've seen this object now in the middle. I don't want him sitting there because he's got horrible crossfires on our team. So I'm just going to, I've got 1800 clip. I'm just going to sit here, and if he wants to shoot me, he can shoot me. I'm just going to make sure he moves, because he either moves or he dies, basically. And he's now moving off. I've got one in. I'm going to try and finish him off, but Troyan's got in the way to stop me getting a kill. So we actually ended up eating the shell, but it was probably worth the trade, to be honest, because we've pretty much got rid of a tank there, and we made him lose that location, and that was holding our team up a little bit. So it was in an awkward angle for them, so that was good. I was kind of happy with that, but I have only got 700 hit points now, so I do have to be a little bit careful. But I can still afford to eat one shell, so you know, we're still pretty decent. We've got, you know, got over 3k, just shy of 3k damage, so it's not a bad start. We're going to make sure we can try and take out this Centurion. We do. This light is now crossing, so we get one into him, we get shut down by a friendly. We see his other light, we're going to try and get a shot into him, we damage his engine, then we take out him as well. So that was a really, you know, that was a proper result, wasn't it? You know, all of a sudden, I think I was just up 3 damage, I was just shy of 3k damage, and now I'm up to just shy of 4k damage and got 2 more kills. So that's what this tank can do. Your damage can change very quickly with this. You know, with that 1800 clip, obviously with 6.0, you know, with the damage rolls, it's probably more like 1600 clip. But still, you can get that damage out very, very quickly. And yeah, it's really decent. Now I want to move into the middle here. I'm a little bit concerned I know there's a friendly Lorraine, and he could poke round and potentially kill me. So this is a little bit of a gamble, but I'm kind of just gambling on the fact that he's not going to be brave enough to do it, if I'm honest. And I wanted to try and move on and get some more damage. So we get one into Lycan, we get one into this SU. We're going to poke around and see if we can get a shot into this Budgetto in a minute, which was in an awkward position, got a different angle on our team. Yeah, here he is. I would kind of want to take him out because he's got a very nasty crossfire angle. Unfortunately, it's not really possible where he is. Now, it's at this point I feel like I'm still concerned about this Lorraine basically. So I don't want to just sit there on my reload just in case he comes around and then just takes me out. So I'm going to move to a different location. I've got a few pens up there. I've done what I wanted to do. We're going to move to a different location now. And we can see this friendly bat chat, and this is light tank. So we're close to our reload. So we're going to just get a little bit of cover behind here, just in case they try and full send round. But I'm kind of waiting for that to happen so that I can maybe take a couple of them out, because it'd be really good right now if we take out that light and that bat chat. Very dangerous tanks. The bat chat's coming round. We get one in. I think he gets tracked in place. Yeah, he spins round if we take him out. So that was a proper result. Tier 9 tank out of the game. We go for this light tank, didn't lead that shot very well. We're going to have another opportunity, and we just clipped the corner of his track, and then we're able to finish him off. So now we're up to just shy of 5k damage, and we've got over 1,000 assistance. So for a map like this on Pilsen, been a really good game, but there's still damage in the game, so I'm hoping I can just get another clip off, and that just really boosts my damage even more. So I'm just looking for where I can get shots in. Now I've noticed this Lorraine is and like Object 430, which we didn't manage to finish off earlier, are engaging our medium as push round. So this is a perfect opportunity to push in now, because there's a very good chance that Lorraine is just going to dump his clip into our friendly tank, which has moved round, and then he's going to be on a 30-second reload. That's going to be enough time for me to kill him. So that's what I'm gambling on. I'm gambling on he's just dumped this clip. He clearly has, because he's running away now. So this Lorraine really, he's dead now. There's nothing you can do about it. He's on a reload. I know he's on a reload. So I'm just going to wait, get my shot in, and we take him out. And that's just put us just shy of 6k damage. So there is still a little bit of hit points left. So I'm hoping maybe I'll just be able to get a couple more pens just to boost my damage to above the 6k mark. Would be nice. So I'm just sort of evaluating where I want to go. We can see the artillery, but our light tank is already going to take care of him. So I'm going to leave that for him, and I'm going to wait to get a shots into this medium, or this heavy tank, this heavy autoloader. So I'm going to be a little bit careful, so I don't want to ruin a good game by dying now. But we're going to wait, we're assuming he is going to cross, and we're going to wait to put our shot in when he does make that cross. We put one in, he wasn't looking. We can't get another one in because he's already got into cover, but he's the last tank left now, so we're just going to full send him. He's got just shy of 500 hit points left. It'd be really nice if we could have him for ourselves. So we're going to push in as quickly as we can, zoom along, and see what we can do. He unfortunately gets shot, so he loses the hit points. I missed that shot. We go straight in though. We do manage to finish him off. So yeah, proper result for a map really. So what's left is see how we got on. We've got 5 kills, 6,400 damage. Again, over 2k base XP. 1,000 assistance, which is good for a map like Pilsen. We made 528,000 silver. I think there must have been a knock going. And yeah, we're on 100% still. So I really hope you enjoyed that. That's the end of the video. But like I say, it's a tank which you might not see out that much, about that much, but this is what it's capable of. I really like this tank. But thank you for watching, and happy tanking.